All right, it's recording. Rich is stupid. I'm leaving that in.
Yes, I am.
Leaving it in. All right. Besides Rich giving me great ideas for the next game, which would be we could start if any unfortunate things happen to all your characters at one time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh,
man!
there's a
All right.
collapse.
No, no.
Rocks fall.
Everyone dies. I guess we're doing this much cooler idea next, which we're not going to talk about. I don't want anyone to run with it. But it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. I'm gonna say. Rich said it and really fucked me up. Can't stop thinking about it now, just the concept of it. Because in my head, it's really just like, oh my God, it would be amazing. The right role playing, chef's kiss. Okay. Last time it's been 2 weeks because we had to skip a week because of Ethan. And, and
Sorry.
no, it's not you. It's not you. Everyone's kind of burnt out, I think. You guys found this, you made your way into the blasted wastes, and you had found this weird structure in the desert, and you had gone in, and there's these weird doors inside with these brass things, these round brass pillars, three of them in the room, and they had doors on them, and then Ezrith had gone back to retrieve the body of the dog-like humanoid, and the door had slammed shut. Is that about accurate?
I
Right.
think so.
All right. All right. And you guys had a torch lit. One of you had a torch, so
Yes.
yeah.
Markland also ate parts of the dog man. I'm just for the record.
I'm not 100% sure he ate parts of the dog man. No, he did. Did you eat parts of the dog man?
He
Is that
did.
right?
He
Oh my
did.
God, I
Pretty
forgot
sure I
about
did.
that.
I was like hungry, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Dog
forgot.
man jerky.
That's a true statement. And he's like, well, it's not like it's not a human, so it doesn't count. It's not cannibalism by the book. Okay. All right. What? Yeah, I guess that's the question. That's where we'll pick up. Is you guys hear that heavy stone door slam shut, and now you're here.
Okay, and it's a hallway, not stairs that were
Yeah, it was a hallway that ran from west to east, and then north, a door, and then it opened up into a chamber. And in that square chamber was those three
statues.
those three pillars made of brass.
That's
There
right.
And,
also
yeah,
was like
and
a
then
pressure plate in front of them.
yeah, there's a trap in. There's like a pressure plate looking. There's an obvious trap in front of them.
Yeah.
And just what it does and how it works and how you disarm it. That's where the skills.
That's why I
rolls
was
come
bringing
into
the
play.
dead body, was to like throw it on one of the plates to see if it would trigger it.
All right.
So I will keep
Well,
dragging.
let's take cover before you throw it on there, because not to give Scott ideas, but there's all sorts of area effect type traps that could happen too.
And be a shame. Plenty of time to make characters.
Well, this turned into a session 0 fast.
What's gonna suck is something bad will happen, and they'll be like, "You did it on purpose." I didn't. I wished it knew existence. Oh man.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
So yeah, when Ezra brings in that body and looks like he's getting ready to throw it, I will say, hang on, and I will go back into the hallway to try and get out of the area a little bit.
Okay.
And recommend, Ezra, if you're going to do what I think you're going to do, squat down or crouch down before you do that. That way, if there's anything like chest height, at least you're under it.
I could phase after I throw it.
Oh, that's true.
And
That is
how
true.
heavy is this body? Is Ezra has no problem throwing it?
I mean,
Or?
it's not like he doesn't have any problem. He's struggling. He's dragging it around and stuff because it's, you figure it's, I don't know, 10 stone. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do that. It's probably a good, maybe, I don't know, 100 pounds. I don't know what desiccated things like that would weigh, but it's like a 6 foot dog creature that's been,
Yeah.
all moisture has been removed from it, and its meat's, kind of turned to jerky for the most part.
Yeah, I mean,
A
I
few
ate
ounces
some
lighter.
to make it lighter. So
It's fair.
all right. Well,
So-
Thane's gonna hide. I'm gonna hide outside the chamber too.
All right, you guys are just hiding out in the chamber. All right. Hey guys,
Oh,
just
Now
like
let's see what happens and
okay.
hope Ezra
ahead.
can phase.
All right,
yeah.
Ezrith, what are you doing? Are you taking it like to one of the corners to the north? Are you putting it in front of one of the doors where the obvious pressure plates are?
Yeah, I want to push it on the pressure plate, maybe on like the middle column.
The middle column?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll kind of
Uh,
like roll it over, and once I get it to a point where it's about to fall, I'll probably try to phase
okay.
in anticipation of. After hearing the warning, I'm like, that's probably a good idea to not be here.
Well, the
All
other
right,
thing that you could do would be to just hold it above the pressure plate and then phase. And as you phase, it falls through your fingers. And
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that. But I'll try that if I'm
I
strong
have, I
enough.
have faith in you, Ezra.
I'm more of a thief, but I'll try that.
okay. All right, so you kind of get in position and pushing it, I guess, as best you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Middle column, you get it slid up in there, and you hear the grind of stone on stone, and it sinks ever so slightly. You don't notice anything untoward happening. There's like the body is simply there.
All right, I'll shout out to them. I'll be like, well, nothing really happened. You can come out now.
I'll step in and whatever. So you said the center pillar, right?
Mhm.
I will walk around to the back and see if there's any change in the pillar itself.
Okay.
And once I'm in all three of them, that's when the lightning strikes.
Okay. The pillar falls. Now there is. I mean, it's very smooth. The quality of the work is actually fairly impressive. It's not beaten copper or anything like that. This is smooth rolled. It looks like, but there's nothing different about the pillar. Just from careful, slight observation.
Any change in the walls of the chamber itself?
No, not that you can notice. No.
I could posit a theory here. Dane, correct? Is your name Dane?
Yeah, it's dead.
Maybe all three have to be pressed at the same time for something to happen. Maybe it's. And I
That
know it
could
looks
be.
like a trap, but maybe it's a key.
Do you have tradecraft?
I do have tradecraft.
Do you want to investigate these pressure plates and see if you can
Yeah.
ascertain whether or not they are actually traps or what they may trigger?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Um.
And the macro roll is a little bit different now, if you remember. You can specify what trait you're using. And all
I
that
got to
jazz.
drag that macro back to my hotbar because
Oh, is it? Yeah. You guys have
Yes.
access to it, right?
It's frozen or whatever. It's paused.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, hold on. All players. Okay. All right. 2 successes and no complications. All right. All right, Ezra. You got essentially your 2 successes. You can split those however you want. You can split it, cursory information between 2 of the pillars. You can focus on one of the pillars and gain a lot of information. How do you want to play this? What are you doing?
I kind of want to focus on the middle one, maybe, since nothing happened when I dropped the body on. Maybe I'm
Okay.
confident enough to like move it off and maybe like discern something from that.
Okay. All right. Easy enough. So yeah, as you slide the body back, it pulls some of the ground sand away from it, and one of the first things that you notice where that body was sitting, there is, you dealt with this before. There's dried blood on that little spatch there. You didn't really notice it. Like I said, there was a little bit of sand covering this, some dust. Once you moved it, there's some dried blood sitting there, and you just happen to notice the dried blood, and it is done in such a way that if, from your perspective, whatever caused that bleeding to happen would have happened from a height of about where your chest is. How tall is your character?
5'10".
At least you didn't say 10 feet tall. 5'10". So it's a little bit higher for you. You're figuring that it's about mid torso size for maybe like your average human, which I guess 5'10", 5'11" is the average size. So yeah, right about chest level is just, and you're basing that on the blood splatter and how much is there and how it would have had to have fallen to kind of make those size puddles.
Okay.
Anything lower and closer would have made a wider splash. Higher would have it created more speckling.
Okay.
Can you tell which direction the wound would have been received from? Like from the pillar, from behind the pillar, or from one
No,
of the walls?
with more successes, yeah.
I'll say, hey guys, like look at this. I can tell this is something hit this person at chest height, whatever causes blood stain, and kind of point out the dry blood under the sand. Maybe I'll like wipe off the other 2 tiles to see if there's dried blood on those as well.
Okay. Just kind of doing on the other 2. There is no dry blood on the either 2 tile plate areas.
Okay.
Well, he made that look fairly easy, so I am going to attempt to investigate one of the pressure plates as well.
Okay.
I will, if he's in the center, it'll be to the right
Okay.
of him.
Okay.
And let's, I will kneel down on the ground and move stuff away and use my dagger to try and look under the pressure plate, that sort of stuff, just to see what I can find out.
Okay.
If there's tripwires or things like that it is going to trigger if I push down on it, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And my threat is currently 3. So let's do this. Threat is 3. It is not a trait roll, but we are doing tradecraft. Nothing.
All right.
I think this one's clean.
Yeah, and you were just how are you investigating this? Are you poking and prodding?
I was trying to get my knife edge under the seam to lift it up rather than push down.
Okay.
That sort of
Fair
thing.
enough. Yeah, it doesn't come up. I mean, it's a lot of it's a stone. It's it's
Yeah.
like a sizable flagstone. So if it moves, it's going to only move in at least one direction, and that's
Yeah.
not up.
Okay. Well, given that it was blood, I tell everybody to get down, to crouch down, and while on my hands and knees, I'll go ahead and try and trigger the trap.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll, please.
Hey, that is a trait roll. Okay, so 3 athletics and trait. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dang.
No.
Oh my God.
All right. So
Dang.
as you're on your hands and knees, you crawl up and you're putting you're pushing down, you're trying to put that pressure on there. That plate drops, as does the tiles immediately around it as
Oh.
you tumble forward and down through the floor into a chamber below. And you are going to, oh, that's no successes, and that was a threat 3. So that is going to take you to the 0 threat mode. You are not doing well. You are down and dying. Yeah,
Oh, that was a
that was a threat
3
3.
threat
Yeah.
trap.
Yeah,
Cool.
how the trap would have worked is it had threat 3 on it. So every success, if you had gotten 3 or more successes, you would have been okay. But for every success less than that, that would have reduced the amount of damage taken. If that makes sense. It's a good
Yeah.
conversation piece too, how traps work. I figure instead of threat 3, you roll 2 successes, you only take 1 threat worth of damage as you kind of go through the trap because you succeeded, but you still didn't overcome the trap's mechanism.
Yeah.
Or yeah. If it doesn't make sense, let me know. We'll talk about it later.
Is he like, is it like still open down below? Can we see him
It is open,
or?
but it is. Oh, you know what? It's open. From where you were standing, you guys only have a torch with 1 torch, and so that doesn't spread very far. It looks like it probably went down. It was a hard hit when he went down. You can't see him, so it's probably a good 20 feet down, maybe. Uh, However, from where he is, there's a small fiery glow kind of starts coming into the view from the right towards where he would have fallen. And when the light gets a little bit closer to him, you can see it's reflecting off of a brass pillar, like the one you're standing in front of. It's just, right there next to him. And then there is a second small light coming towards him. And then off to the left, you see a third light coming out of the darkness towards his body. Well, where it would be.
We have rope, don't we? Have rope? I thought we used rope earlier.
Well, I have rope in my backpack.
Unfortunately, I don't have
Uh,
I have a dead
uh,
dog man, but that's only about 6 feet.
okay.
Okay,
How
down
about
there,
this?
Dane. How you doing, buddy?
You. Okay.
I respond with silence.
He sounds
Ezra,
fine. We should get out of here.
you hold one end of the dead dog man over the pit. I'm gonna
Oh.
climb down it, climb to the other end of it, and then I'm gonna drop down, and I shouldn't be that far above the bottom.
Yeah. It's good. You guys doing that?
Yeah.
Well, if yeah, I mean, if Ezra's
And
going,
then
yeah.
I will phase through the floor down.
There you go. All right. We're going to do one thing. Ezra's is 5'10", and I consider you're a lanky thief type, right?
Yeah.
And Marklin, what's your body type?
Yeah, it's like a kind of a lean, muscular warrior, So I'm on the taller side.
Okay.
Yes,
So not too bad. All right. So why don't you guys both roll
I got this.
athletics?
I got this. Let's see. Athletics.
I have no doubt.
Oh, hey, there we go.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's super easy. Ezra's is sweating a little bit because he's like, oh, this guy might be a little heavy. But you do get it down. You kind of edge it down. Markley, you manage to climb her down. You're on the end of the dog man. You're slowly going down, and you can drop safely that last little bit there. A little bit of a sting, on your heels and your shins, but it's not like it's going to remove you out of the fight. It is pitch black in here, except for those three lights that are on the ground. You can see there's a little bit of a glow where it's just enough where you realize that Dane's body is, less than a foot away from you, almost laying up against the base of the brass pillar. The three lights, as they're moving in, you realize that they're not just small torches, they are glowing pieces of the thorax of three fairly large beetles about the size of small dogs. And we'll do initiative. And we talked about a new way of doing initiative. It's not on the stupid the play mat. I totally forgot to do it. So it is, instead of rolling the number of actions you have per round, do you guys want to try the card layout, or do you want to try you roll and build your luck pool for the scene? I think building the luck's probably the easier way of testing things.
Sure.
What do you guys think?
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Rich isn't talking to us.
He's hard in his role play.
That's because I've got this gurgle in my throat.
Rich has the Savage World books out. Rich, you will be rolling your endurance.
Even though I have 0 threat. Oh,
yeah,
because
you always
it's
roll
right.
one. Yeah, you roll one die. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can roll your endurance for Ezrith and Markland. You roll your threat, and every success you generate is going to give you an extra action die that you can use at any time during the scene to add to your threat pool.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait, what? Oh. One success.
It's chaos.
How many dice have I rolled tonight? And I've not rolled 1 6.
Sorry, I'm taking them all.
Okay, so Markland, you're acting normally. Ezrith, you got one die you can add in at some point. And then Rich is Dane is in trouble. You can hear the gurgle. It's Markland. He has the heavy breathing where it goes up and then it collapses, it goes up, and then it collapses. You can hear the gurgle where it sounds like his lungs are beginning to fill with blood as the first of those beetles closes in. Oh, I can't get to the mute button. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I had the stupid exam done for VA, and they're like, "Oh, you have calcified nodules in your lungs." I'm like, yeah, yes, yeah. That's because I've adventured in Afghanistan and Somalia. Yes, I'm aware. Fucking my lungs are petrifying, probably slowly. It's good. Okay. All right. So the most logical thing is I left you up top just because of how the situation is. So the most logical and the fastest is still going to be Markland. What do you want to do?
Three different beetles. Point at the body and say, "Here, boy." No.
You're going to give up fresh meat?
That is damn.
No, I'll.
So sorry to say it, Ezra, but it looks like you passed.
Do I have any experience like fighting these kind of things? Do I know anything about them? I mean,
no, this is a new species for you.
All right, I'm gonna try to see if there's any sort of like they're beetles. So I'm assuming I can see some armored carapace. So to see if I can see any kind of like if there's an underbelly that looks like it's weak, or if there's any kind of a joints. I would try to like stab one.
Yeah, sure. So that's pretty. You realize that, like, okay, they look like beetles, so you understand that. That'll be second nature to you. Like, the thorax will be the soft area. The undercarriage might be soft. The legs will also be good targets, and probably the eyes.
All right.
So you do have points of contact.
And the thorax is like glowing, you said? That's where the glow is coming from?
Yeah, it's like this. There's organs on either side of the thorax, and it's radiating light that's almost torchlight in how it radiates out, and that color of natural fire, and it lights up about 10 feet around them.
All right. So if one of them's closer than if one's closer than the other two, or one, I'll go for whatever's
Yep.
closer to getting
Okay.
towards Jane's body and try to stab it in the thorax.
Easy enough. Yeah, there's one that was creeping up originally from the right, trying to get Dane. What is happening?
Dang! What the frick? Oh my god!
What is happening?
God.
Okay. All right, that's a straight failure, right?
What we don't realize is that before the game started,
Oh,
Scott rewrote the macro.
Yeah.
oh, man. I wish I was that fast. I didn't know about your.
I know
didn't
you're
about
not, but Chat GPT
Chat
is.
GPT.
That's what I was thinking.
I was getting very fast. All right, so I'm.
I don't know why my macro was missing when I logged in.
It's so terrible. That is so terrible. That's not even fair. Not even fair. All right. 222. These things are it is coming at you. So consider it. All right, Markland. The beetle, you swipe at it with your smaller blade. It still has a little bit of distance to close, and as you have that lunge and pull back, the beetle flips up a little bit, and you hear as its wings extend out of its carapace, and it flies at you. And yeah, it latches onto to the front of you, and it starts digging in with its mandibles to a part of your shoulder, and it manages to deal 1 threat worth of damage to you. You have no armor though. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't have the armor.
No, so I'm down.
Man, this might be a fast game. Oh my god.
Down to 1. All right.
All right, Ezrith. Man.
Okay, I have a question real quick.
Yes.
So that success I got, is that for any time during this entire fight, or
Yep. Yeah.
just for this round?
No, anytime during the scene.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I will attempt to phase and melt through the floor and meet up with my compatriots to meet our demise.
It's not like that. This is not supposed to be this bad. I underestimated.
All 3 of them are together.
I underestimated Rich failing the roll so bad.
How long have we been playing?
I know. I was just like, this won't be bad. This will be super fun. Dude. What is happening?
So I already know exactly what happened. I'm phasing through the floor.
Yeah.
But I kind of misjudge it, and so my legs are just hanging from the ceiling, and I'm kind of stuck in the ceiling.
Oh my god!
Well, you did get 1 success though. I mean, so it's like you're not.
Yeah, your phase goes off. If you want to do something like that, it'd be better if your feet were stuck in the ground.
Okay, yeah, I overshoot it a little bit, and I
you just
stuck.
come down and you're just like,
My feet
no. You're like, oh no. Alrighty then. Let's see.
Easy
meat. I have to change that. Rich, you're not gonna die at the end of the round. You'll die at the end of the scene if no one can get to you. That's kind of what we rolled for. I'll have to think about how that's gonna work out. We extend everything out to a scene, but it won't matter. All right. So Ezrith is in a state of panicky shock because he realized he phased into something. Dane is down and out. And Markland, you're being savaged by a dog-sized beetle.
Yeah.
Awesome. What are you gonna do, Markland?
I guess I'm gonna try to rip this thing off of me.
All right, let's do this. It's fighting.
Yeah.
Or fight.
Oh,
okay.
That's better.
Nice. That's good. Yeah. So you managed. You get it. It's You get it pushed off of you, and it back down to the ground. Ezra's.
All right. I am looking at these beetles, and correct or not, but my understanding is beetles are weak to cold. So I'm going to attempt to create a deadly aura of frost,
Oh, okay.
and I will use my luck point here.
There you go. Add the d6 to your roll. Just change your threat to by 1.
The floor and
Oh my God.
worst roll of the night.
What is happening? I've never seen this happen with Ethan. I have never seen this.
I attempt to make just a couple of snowflakes to drift down. I'm like,
Your
oh,
breath comes out. Marklin, you see your breath all of a sudden in that fiery glow of the beetle hellfire. You guys can hear Dane like, oh, his breathing, his gurgling slows a little bit as the temperature starts to lower, and then it just collapses. Oh my God. Man, I am sorry. You know what? Jesus Christ on a cross. All right, Ezrath, beetle to the left. You're not phased anymore, so you're also coming up. You're going to start taking damage from that concrete, from the block. We'll figure that out. At least you're not going to move. That beetle, it's managed to scamper up, and and as it gets close to you, the sacs underneath its neck begin to pulsate out, and it comes up and kicks its hind legs up, and you see it has it has the mandibles on the bottom, but it has this like a rhinoceros, split horns coming up around its face, and it rams you with that and hits you in the leg or across your thighs with both of those, dealing 1 threat worth of damage.
I blame you, Dane. I blame you, Dane. That's not good.
Marklin. It's a fucking shit show.
Well, yeah. I can see Dane, right? I can see where Dane is.
Oh yeah. You can hear him. You can see him.
All right. Well, I'll realizing he may be in mortal peril. I'll like sort of ignore the beetles for now and try to see if I can go help him.
Yeah, easy enough. Do you guys have any? I mean,
I have a herbal pouches, but my healer kit is out of charges. So
that's right. You have at least the herbal pouch, and then you guys have I don't know. What do you want to do, Marklin?
Put some leaves on it.
I get I spit on the ethylus and I rub it together.
Yeah, well, try to figure out if he's like bleeding out, or if he's just like, if there's an immediate like thing I can do to like.
Sure, easy enough. This will be This will be a healing.
Okay, which
probably isn't a trait.
I'm gonna laugh. It's all ones. All ones.
I'm not gonna laugh if it's a critical failure. Come on, man.
If it was a trait roll.
Right. Ezrath. Oh my God, this has gotten awful.
Okay. I think my best is to AoE these bastards. So I'm gonna try to summon the frost again. This time with less chances. But I believe.
Just be clutch, man.
Oh, look at that! Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So, okay, so you do you can get your death aura. Your death aura is going to include the one beetle that hit you. I'm not gonna be an asshole. You're not gonna catch Marklin in it. All right, So are you gonna use both of those successes on the power of your aura against this beetle?
Yeah.
All right. That beetle slows and just starts to shake, and its legs go up underneath it, and the frost overwhelms it, and then it begins to crack and crumble as those two horn protrusions begin to just fall away like broken icicles, and they just continue to collapse. And it is you have defeated one of the beetles. Oh,
Hey, that's more
man.
than Dane, am I right?
Oh my God. Markland,
Hey, I defeated the floor.
That was a true statement. Markland, you're up.
Well, kind of realizing it's sort of I'm not really good at helping Dane out. I'm just gonna say a quick prayer for him, and I'll just turn back. I'll just turn back and go after one of the beetles instead. Since maybe I can
Okay. All
have
right.
a better chance against that.
Uh,
Okay. Okay.
That's
All right. Your knife catches it across the like right across where the ocular orbs sit. Uh, it hurts it, but it hasn't taken it out of the fight yet. And it comes up, you hit it, and it still wants to come at you. Ethan, back to you, or Ezra.
All right, I'm going to attempt to make myself a tougher target. I'm gonna try to phase up correctly this time and get my footing. Oh,
Oh,
so
you got it, though.
I
You
get
got
one
it.
leg out. Still one stuck.
Oh my God, what is happening? All right, Markland, back to you. Rich, I'm trying to make this as fast as possible.
No, it's all good, man. I
right,
totally
I'll,
understand. I knew the risks when I did what I did.
All right, I'll go after this. Try to get the wounded beetle then, see if I can
All right, go
finish it.
for it. All right. That takes it down as you slice across the top of the thorax and open that thing up. And when its carapace remains open, the wings are splayed out, and it just collapses onto the stone floor. Ezrath.
All right, let's try to get that other foot out. I'm gonna try to get over to Dane to see if I can help him at all.
I mean, yeah, it's a good thing you didn't take healing as one of your powers.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Dang.
okay. So you can phase out with one of those easy enough. You can spread your phase successes however you need to from that point on, or you can maintain the
He's the
phase.
other beetle.
Yeah, you can phase the beetle. Yeah, 100%.
Phase it into the floor.
Yeah,
Okay.
use your imagination, man.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'll get my other foot out, and I guess I'll use one to maintain it, and yeah, I guess I'll use the last one maybe on the beetle. I don't. Would he still be able to attack? Probably.
And if you only use one, he'll only be phased for a brief moment, and Markland won't be able to touch it.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
maybe I'll use one to get my foot out, one to maintain it. I'll use one on Dane. I'll run over to him and phase him. I'm like, maybe it's a little too late for this, but hopefully nothing. Stabbing him in the back. Maybe he's a little more comfortable in this time. Great trial.
Death is downy soft.
Right? Like, you won't have to suffer in the physical realm. You can suffer in a side realm. All right. The beetle you phase, it messes that beetle up. You can tell, and it begins to scamper away from you guys, and it starts to plunge the room into darkness, except for your stupid torch.
Okay.
And actually, it's not 100% true. I lied. The two beetles that you guys had killed, there's those thorax sacs are still producing light.
Um,
And you guys can take one action each, and then Dane has to pay the price if you guys can't fix this.
I have a component pouch.
Okay.
That's usually for spells, though.
Yep.
That's what I was afraid of. Maybe is there? Could I make a? No, I don't have a healing spell. God, no. Can I attempt to make a healing potion for him or something?
You can, and I realized something that we didn't do, and you guys had asked me about it last time when we stopped. Sorry, I gotta open this up. And does anyone know what it is? We didn't do advancement before we started. Actually,
I was thinking
nice.
about that.
yeah, we did not. That was my bad. So real quick, and this is it'll feel a little dirty like cheating. Anyway, this is for the last game session. Did you participate in the game session? Take an experience point. Did you travel to a new place not visited before?
Yeah.
Did you discover a new adventure site?
Yeah.
Did you defeat one or more opponents?
Last game,
Did you-
no.
Last
I
game,
think we
no.
did. No.
Yeah, no. Did you find a treasure?
Actually, I take that back. Last game we did.
What'd you defeat?
We got attacked by that
Oh, that's right.
monster. There was something that came up out of the sand.
Right.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
right.
that's why Marklin is down to begin with.
That's right. Did you find treasure?
Oh.
Not really.
I don't think so. Did you risk your life for another PC?
I don't think so.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? I think that's yes for at least one of you.
I thought Marklin had a pretty dope move on the.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Did you play to your aesthetics?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you learn something new and important about the world? I think you guys did. Yep.
Beefman jerky.
Did you take a risk to help the party or pursue your own goals?
We kind of pursued our own goals we were like not even stopping for food.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you demonstrate your character's personality or beliefs in a way that affected the story?
I don't think I did.
Probably not.
Yeah. No.
Did you form a meaningful bond with another character, whether positive or negative?
I don't think so, although it could be argued that Marklin formed a meaningful relationship with a desiccated corpse.
That is true. Did you? Well, that's next. Did you interact with an NPC in a way that revealed more about them or the world?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dog people are delicious.
Could use a little bit more black pepper, though.
Did you face a moral dilemma and make difficult choices?
Oh yeah.
I'd say Marklin did.
That is fair. That is fair. Did you uncover a secret or piece together clues that advanced the party's goals?
I think so.
I think so too. Yeah. Did you create something new and useful using your character's skills and or resources?
No.
I don't think you guys, not last game. Did you contribute to the party's success in a way that went beyond your own goals or needs?
I would say Dane did because he wanted to stop the entire time, but we kept
that's right.
trying to push on. And
That's
he
right.
decided to go with us.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Did you fail in a significant way and learn from it?
Yes. Yes. And the lesson that I learned is after the sandstorm and after the heat, my entire thought was we should have been traveling at night.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice. Did you take a back seat and allow another to take the spotlight? You guys all pretty much equaled out on that.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah. Did you die?
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right. For every 13 experience points, you can gain a new talent, add 1 to your threat, gain another trait tag or a power tag. Or the rich method, which is roll a d6 and see what happens.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
This might be the one time that you want to actually do something beneficial.
Well, I could go the cheap way and say, yeah, I want to raise my threat by 1, in which case I'd now have 1 threat instead of
Yeah, that's
no
not the
threat.
cheap way.
It's how much? It's 13.
13, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe I was the only one who leveled up previously, so
Yeah,
I'm level. I got a level. I'll just go with my
Yeah.
threat. I'll just add 1 to threat.
1 to threat.
Where are the level up things?
Page 52. You mean to share the screen?
Yeah.
Or do you- Okay. It's gonna take me
Because
a
I
bit.
don't have the PDF open, so.
All right. I'm going to share. I'm going to share screen. I'm going to share the PDF. Can you see it?
Yes.
All right.
power object.
Did you advance again, Ethan?
No, not this time.
Okay.
In that case, I will go the cheap way and I'll take the +1 to threat.
Nothing cheap
So I
about that,
have
man.
1.
Nothing cheap about that. We can role play that just fine.
I was just mostly dead.
Yeah. It's the comeback. The comeback. Like, I mean, at 1, you're still considered broken. So, you don't add trait tags to your rolls or anything until you can heal up.
Do you want to go ahead and add 1 more to my threat
Yes.
clock?
Yeah, yes. Let me see.
I was trying to do it myself, but it wouldn't
Your
let me.
value should be 5 now, correct?
Correct.
Oh, wait. Or your size is 5. Yes. Okay. Man, you guys are hurting. Holy shit. What the hell? Ugh, let me see. A quick message about this. Oh, that's cool. They had custom bennies made for the Deadlands game coming up. Really cool. Okay. So now that is over, Dane does start coughing his way back into consciousness. Marklin, I need to adjust your stuff too. Sorry.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah. Size is also 5, correct?
Right.
All right. All right. It's all on you guys' hands. I will say you are in a 40 by 40 room. With the light coming off of these creatures, it's a pretty good spread of how it blends in. Your torch is giving you a little bit of light. There looks like there's passages off to the west, and then one closer to where like really close to where you guys came down. There is a stone door there in the eastern wall, about halfway down, and then the brass pillars here. They're not enclosed. They're actually some kind of tube, and you can see inside of it now that you're here. You're kind of paying attention, and there's a ladder that ascends to the level above you.
I would, if I can, I would like to attempt, like with all of us breathing heavy and being beaten down here, I would like to use my component pouch to try to make a health potion for us or someone.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll what is that gonna be? Academics.
Oh, okay. Make nothing.
Yeah, you just do not have the right components, and you realize that. There's a few key things that you're missing. You're missing an ungent.
While he's doing that, I'd like to try to harvest these thoraxes as a light source and also
All
maybe
right.
some meat from these beetles.
Okay. Do a let's do a survival on that.
All right. What? Holy shit.
Holy balls.
Oh, dang. Oh my God.
All right, so on the first one, you're cutting, you just slice through it, and all of the whatever the chemical fluid is that's inside of this thing, it just spills out, and as it's spilling out, the light dies.
Dang
You
it.
still have one more though,
All right.
not to mention the beetle that ran off that was in the room.
All right. So I can try it on the second beetle.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Do we see? You said there's another exit from this room.
Yeah. There's one to the east. Holy
Oh,
shit!
much better.
There you go. You got that. So you got those glowing sacks that will function as light. Yes, Dane, like really, like no kidding, like 5 feet, 10 feet from where you fell, there is a stone door in the eastern wall,
Okay.
and then where the other beetle ran off, it's scampering just out of sight, but you can see it moving around because it's got the stupid light on it. And it's up near, and there's another door in the northeastern, or sorry, the northwestern side of the room.
Okay. And there's a ladder in the.
There's a ladder in each one of these.
Huge pillar.
There's three brass pillars, and each one of them has a ladder that ascends to the level above you.
So, because we may need to run, I'm going to climb the ladder and see if I can figure out how to open the door in case we have to get out of here fast. I want to
Okay,
have a clear exit.
yeah, that is pretty easy. There's a lever mechanism that's inside the door, and it's going to take a little bit of strength to move it, but you kind of work it, and you can get it to where it's loose enough if you want to open that door all the way up into the room where you fell from. Okay,
I do. I want to
that's
see
easy
where the
enough.
door is on the pillar. So
Yeah, I mean, it opens up like literally right in front of you. Where if you were to step on that thing, it's designed to, if you got there has to be a mechanism of making it safe, but it's designed in such a way that if you don't know what you're doing or possibly you don't belong here, you would step on that, trigger that pitfall that you did. But the ladder also, Dane, doesn't stop in that room above you. It actually ascends even further, higher up.
hey guys, this goes higher. I'm going to go see what it looks like. I'm going to continue climbing.
All right. Ezrith and Markland, what are you two doing?
Hey, Markland, you down to share some of that beetle meat with the old pal?
Yeah. I mean, there's enough.
I want to.
Yeah, getting the beetle meat's super easy. It's just the harvesting of the organs was the hard part for the survival role. But yeah, that's easy enough. You'd have you have meat for at least a day for the three of you between these two beetles.
Does that help our threat at all? Because I remember we were down on threat because we were so hungry.
Yeah, because you were starving. Yeah,
Well,
you know what? That's fair. Yeah, you guys can give yourself one threat back for eating.
I'll do that once I come back down from the ladder because I haven't eaten yet.
Just fall.
Yeah. I'm going to do the fireman thing where I hold on to the rails and slide all the way down.
No, there you go. As you ascend up, there's another small subchamber above you, and when it comes up, the ladder comes up through the floor, and then there's a series of there's three tubes, like brass tubes that come down, but they're not large tubes. They're only about maybe a foot wide, and they narrow into a smaller piece, about the size of, say a a water skin mouthpiece. And as they go up, it runs kind of in little angles, but they go further up and into the overhead of the temple.
Does it look like that smaller piece is a mouthpiece?
It does look like it's a mouthpiece.
And there's 3 of them?
There's 3 of them.
I'm going to put my thumb over that mouthpiece and see if any water comes out of it.
No, but air does. You can feel air blowing through it, like just real gentle breeze.
I'm going to give it a quick, slight sniff to see if it has odor.
It just smells like brass, that metallic smell.
Okay. Does it, the mouthpiece, is it like a straw mouthpiece, or is it flanged more like it would be like a trumpet sort of?
Yeah, it's not like an instrument. It's open. So like if it's open, it's a little bit wider than than a water skin, but yeah, it isn't narrow and doesn't. It's not a reed. There doesn't appear to be any way of connecting anything to it. It just sort of ends, and it ends in this I don't know, like the size of of a a large gold piece.
Okay. In this chamber on the walls, are there openings like vents? Like this is how oxygen gets into the lower chambers?
Yes, yes, very subtle, like slats that are positioned. There's like 3, 3, and 3, and nothing to the south.
Okay. And just for giggles, I will put my mouth on the piece and draw breath.
Okay. You can
Does
hear
it?
you're pulling that air in. It's you're having an echo come through that, and you're like, oh, it actually makes noise coming down.
And does it have the taste of the desert air?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
In that case, I will now exhale through it and see if that makes the sound as well.
Yeah. As you exhale, and just through the slots and through whatever, you're not sure how thick this stone is, but you can hear. Yeah, and it rolls out over that valley that you guys first found this place.
And is there going to look on the ceiling to see if there's like a trap door on the ceiling to gain access to an area above?
No trap door. It runs right into the ceiling, and it looks like it's fastened some way, shape, or form
Okay.
into the structure itself.
Okay. I'll proceed back down then and meet up with Ezrith and Marklin. I will eat some of the beetle meat, and as I do so, I'll relate to them what I found up above and let them know that found the door to the chamber above. Have to be careful because there is still that pressure plate. And if you continue up the ladder further, you get into a chamber that seems to allow air into the rest of the facility. And if you want to make somebody on the desert plane kind of nervous, you can blow through these air tubes and it'll make a really cool sound.
You try some of this beetle meat, man. It's pretty good. Well, my thinking is they set all these traps in this place, so there's got to be something good here. Am I right?
Besides the beetle meat, you mean?
well, that is a treasure in its own right. But we have the door down here, correct?
There's two of them, one on the northeast wall and one on the eastern wall.
Yeah, and you're pretty sure there is probably a third in the southwestern area of the room.
Okay.
Aligned with the pillars, it sounds like.
So I'll follow your lead, but talking about those mouthpieces, there's 3. I don't know why my head's just thinking this way today. Maybe once we explore wherever, we could try blowing on all 3 and see what happens if we do them all at the same time.
Agreed.
All right.
Then we get to cut it and fugue.
Is there any way to use any of the beetle carapace or something, or the wings or something, as some kind of protective armor or something?
Yeah, there sure is a way of doing that. I think that would require. I mean, you can do it. It would require tech.
Repair?
Well, there's no repair.
Yeah.
Oh, there is repair.
At least on my character sheet, there's repair, but I
Fix
don't
or
have
make new
tech.
things. I forgot. I wrote the game. I don't remember. Repair would work. Yes, repair would 100% work.
Okay.
I will say you can lace it up and have 1 armor regardless. Repair roll would be to try to add to that.
Okay.
All right.
So, Ezra. I guess Ezra has the ability to give himself some sort of protection, right? You got your spells. So I guess I will attempt to get a little bit more armor out of the carapace as well. My threat is currently 2. It is not that, but it is repair.
I got 1 success with a minor setback.
Okay, so I've got an armor of 1 at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, well, before we go through these doors, do we want to go take care of that last beetle?
Yeah. But so since I got 1 success and a minor setback, does that give me 2 pieces of armor?
Yes, it gives you armor. It'll give you armor. Yeah, you have 2 armor.
And then maybe the setback is I kind of wrecked the rest of them. We can't eat any more beetle. Like I kind of like.
There you go. So you only have the 1. Yeah, you only have enough really meat from 1 beetle. That's fair.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So you guys will be starving by tomorrow.
So let's hunt the beetle down.
Yeah. Well, so you said it's still in the room. It's just kind of skittering around, right?
Yeah.
I'll use my bow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take my heavy bow and just thunk.
Easy enough. Yeah. We can narratively move through that. That's easy enough. You take care of that beetle. If you guys want the light source, make the survival roll. Getting the meat off of it is pretty straightforward. You're a professional hunter, so I'm not really concerned with the ability of you guys to.
You said it's survival to get the light source off of it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I will attempt to do that then. And that is 2, and it's survival, and it is a trait roll for me.
Jesus.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
All right. Well, you don't damage it. You just can't figure out how to cut this loose. It's kind of a complicated glandular system.
I'll come over because since I messed one up, I think I have an idea of like what not to do at least.
Do you now? No. Oh no!
It squirts in our mouths.
I mean, yeah.
I'm like, careful! Wait! Whack!
Man, yeah, that should be a critical failure.
Yeah, why didn't it do that?
I don't know why I didn't do that. I'll have to check the macro. But yeah. Again, you ruined another one.
I pierced, and plus let's say I pierced like a scent gland or something. It sprays. Dane and I are sprayed with some kind of like a pheromone, like so. I don't know. Maybe
Beetle attractant. Great. Jesus wept.
Well, let's divvy up the meat anyway.
Super easy.
Ezra's was like, how about you all stay on that side of the room?
Just fucking things up.
You stink.
You know what would be hilarious though is if because it hit us, the glow continues and now we're just these walking targets in the darkness.
I'm just saying. That would be amazing.
My pea glows.
Okay, well, I guess Ezra, you're better at looking for those traps and mechanisms and stuff. Do you want to check this door before we go through it and blunder into
It's a
a lower level?
It's a good idea, mate. That is. So I am at that. Looks fine to me, man. I think all the traps are upstairs, so we're probably good now.
You trap this level.
Clearly the Beatles were the traps.
Right? Yeah, you only want to trap the level that you would come in on, not the level you're living on. Duh.
I'll try to open the door.
This is the one on the eastern wall, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it opens. Like I said, it's kind of like the other one where it has a smooth counterweight system on it. It opens and there's a passageway that runs for about 40 feet or so to the east. However, about halfway down this hallway to your right is another stone door, and a little bit further from that on the left is a stone door.
Okay, hang on. So as we go through the east, the hallway goes and there's a stone door where?
On the right?
Yeah, halfway up on the right, and then just beyond that on the left is a stone door.
And does it dead end after that, or does the hallway continue on beyond our light?
From where you guys are with the light, you can't tell.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go to the first door on the right. And is there a seam around the door? I mean, we obviously can see the door, but is there a seam that would allow light to come through? Like, do I suspect our light might be going underneath the door crack?
Yeah, possibly. There's enough. Whatever the counterweight mechanism is, it keeps, a slight break.
Okay.
They're not airtight by any means.
Okay. And we don't see any light coming from the other side of the door.
No.
And it's a stone door.
Yeah, and now that you've moved up a little bit, your light spreads out enough to where you can see that eastern passage, it opens up and runs north to south and into the darkness.
Okay, so it becomes a T intersection.
A T junction, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, you guys want to stand back? You took the first door. I'll take this one if you want, Ezra. No obvious pressure plates in front of this, correct?
No, nothing.
Okay. Any looking at the walls to see if there's any like hidden recessed holes, things like that, where arrows, spears, gas may come from?
No, nothing you notice at all.
Okay. Then I will knock an arrow and use my foot to kick the door open, and hoping that the counterweight is as smooth as the other ones have been.
Yeah, that door it swings inward. The light spills in there, and this looks like it would have been probably sleeping quarters for a single individual. There's a straw pallet on the ground, so nothing fancy. There's not like a bed, but it's just a straw pallet. It's about the size of a person, of a human. And there's what looks like maybe an old rotted stool at one point. And then there is a small personal writing desk that also has begun to take on age, and it looks like it's getting a little bit of rot. And then next to that stool, you see there's a small wooden chest.
Okay, well, Ezra, do you want to rifle the writing desk and see if there's anything there of interest to you?
Yeah, I'll go through that.
While he's doing that, I guess.
Yeah, you want the chest, don't you? All to yourself.
I don't know that I want the chest all to myself, because if something's going to be trapped, it's going to be the chest.
Oh, trap his own bedroom.
I'll examine the chest.
Hide his treasures in there.
It just has a small latch on it where you could flip it up and you just be able to open it up. It's a loop latch, and the loop is empty. There's no lock or any securing fastener on it.
All right. Just out of an abundance of caution, I'll like stand behind the other side, reach over with my dagger, and flip the latch up.
Okay.
And then open it up away from me.
Yeah, sure. The latch comes up. It opens up. It's the chest is about yay big. Peering over it, there's nothing that happens. There is a small. It's a wooden. It's like a talisman made out of. It's not metal. There's no glint to it. It looks like it might be wood, maybe stone, and then it's on a leather, like a leather thong to wear, around the neck. It's about the length of a kind of coiled around it, probably the length of a necklace.
Is it a particular shape or?
They're kind of the light's kind of bumping around, but you have your own light, right? So it looks like it's in the shape of some kind of like a balance, like scales.
Hey, Ezra, does this look like the symbol of some deity that you might know or have read about?
I'll take
Dane,
a look at it.
Go ahead, Ezra. Ezra, give me an insight roll. Dane, give me an insight roll with advantage, please.
And by insight, I'm assuming you mean discern?
No, there's insight on here.
No.
No? That's interesting. It's on the trait tags. It's not on the character sheet. Okay.
We have discern, endurance, fighting, and then it goes handling, healing, and then to manipulate.
Damn, it should be insight. Yeah, insight is okay. Well, shit.
Either way, I don't have that as a trait. So
yeah. Okay.
Hey.
And
2, and this is not a trait roll for me.
That was a good roll, though. If it was a trait.
Good roll.
Oh, insight is on the drop down though.
Yeah. That is so weird.
Hey, I actually got something.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. You both look at each other, Dane and Ezra. So you're looking at that as he's holding it. Are you describing it, Marklin, or did you pick it up, or what are you doing with this?
Yeah, I would have taken it once I realized there's no Dane.
Okay, you're cursed now. No, I'm just kidding. And you both realized, with the minor complication, the minor setback, Ezra gets it out before you do, Dane. But you both realize almost instantaneously you've seen this symbol before. In fact, you saw it on top of this structure, this temple thing you guys are now in. It's one of those statues was holding a massive balance, a set of scales in its hands.
That's right. Okay, yeah, that matches what we saw on top of the tower.
It does. Have you seen this? Have you seen the symbol before? I mean, like, is it a deity, or is this just something perhaps unique to this?
Would I know anything besides just like the symbolism of scales of justice, or?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the average thing. As far as what it could mean to these people, yeah, I mean, your guess is as good as anybody.
Okay. Is there a closet in this room?
No.
I'll take a look at this desk. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, go ahead. The room is about 20 by 20. And there's nothing else in here. It's pretty barren. The desk itself looks like a writing desk. It's small enough where you would have had the stool, you would have had the small top to be able to work on and to either transcribe, make notes, maps, whatever you would do on a tiny desk. It's a writing desk though.
Is there any like notes or anything left behind, or it's pretty empty?
Yeah, so there's nothing, there's no notes or anything left behind. However, as you get close to it, you notice there where it sits close to the wall, which would be your kind of southeastern area. On the wall next to you, there's a phrase scratched in the wall. Like someone used like a hard metal object to scratch like graffiti essentially in the wall. Uh, and it says Blade Cutter was here, and it's in your language.
Blade Cutter was here.
Yep.
Have any of us ever heard of Blade Cutter? Would I
Now
have come across a Blade Cutter in my?
you know what? You know what? Yeah, let's say yeah, because you dealt with that a lot. Blade Cutter. Um, he says yes. He is an infamous, uh, not scout, but thief. Very infamous thief. However, he was ran out of the city for a variety of crimes. Not the least of which were, unsavory acts. But
He's
this is
not
a
just famous, guys. He is infamous.
this is a very long way for someone who's been driven out to have come.
Damn, this does not bode well for the treasure.
And Blade Cutter, yeah. Well, Blade Cutter was not a wolf man either, correct? Or a wolf
No, nope,
person.
nope, normal ass human.
And we've not found a human body yet.
Nope.
Okay. Well, he probably has your stuff. So, nothing else in this room. Do you want to go check the room on the north wall?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go out and proceed down the hallway to the east again, and then
Okay.
check the same thing. I'll knock my arrow, kick the door.
Yeah, sure. This time you get the door as it swings open. The room is a mirror of the other room. Again, it definitely looks like there was the small pallet. However, this one, as the door kicks open, that light spills out. There is a shriveled, desiccated body hurled facing you on the pallet. It's human size, but it's in that curled up form of someone dying, possibly in misery or suffering. You've seen it before from animals or people you've had to hunt as they lay there dying. Uh, the thing that stands out immediately is that it's wearing some kind of animal mask. It looks like it has a bird's face attached to it, but it's not its face. You can tell how it's when it was dying, the mask sort of slid up a little bit, and so it's off center.
Is it kind of like the old plague masks?
Not no. This is an intricately carved mask that looks like a bird's, like a raven's face.
Okay.
And the reason it's so noticeable is it glints with gold off of the firelight you guys have.
Ooh.
And the clothes, is this body wearing clothes besides that mask?
It is wearing like a maroon colored robes.
Okay. So probably not Blade Cutter.
I mean, who knows at this point? I mean, he could have went fucking native in this place, and
That's true. Okay, well, let's and that's the only thing in this room is that
Yep.
that guy?
Yep, correct.
Except for the gold mask.
Yeah, except for the gold mask, yeah.
Hey, Ezra, do you have a way of discerning whether or not that mask is enchanted? It obviously doesn't heal.
The number one way is to just put it on.
Yeah, I tried that trick earlier tonight. I was just pushing on the plate, and that didn't turn out so well.
I'll examine it, see if there's any signs of magic on it, maybe, or
Sure.
That be discern or
manifest.
manifest. Okay.
Nice. No, nothing magical whatsoever about it. It's in all appearances to your senses is completely mundane.
Yes, it does appear to be cursed. Do not touch it. I'll just make sure it's disposed of, and I'll take the mask. And
Think of any. Wrong game. Oh man. All right, yeah, you got the mask. What are you gonna do? They just you bagging it or?
I kind of want to put it on. I feel like as soon as you said bird mask, I was like, that sounds cool. I want to wear that. So I might just put it on myself and just.
There you go. Okay.
Morphs you into an Aarakocra.
Like,
Hey, I thought you said it was cursed. Why'd you put it on?
Well, I can handle the curse. I know what to avoid.
It's cursed for normal people, not for wizards.
Exactly.
What's next?
Okay, well, do we want to go north or south?
Yeah, we can go to the T intersection.
Either way, can we hear, see, or smell? Does either way have any kind of difference? We can...
Roll discern.
Okay. Oh, come on. Dang.
I mean,
it's still as a tomb.
Dark, yes, it is still as a tomb.
Let's go north. Let's just go north then. Doesn't matter.
We didn't happen to see 3 headstones on the outside of this structure, right? As we stepped in.
No.
We got okay. Close. Well, let's see. Odds north, even south.
I think Markland wanted to go north.
Oh, okay, yeah. If Markland wants to go north, then we'll go north.
All
right. Venturing northward, it only runs with the lights. You can see where it comes to a dead end. It only runs about 50 feet north, and it's a 10-foot wide passage, and just goes perfectly straight north, and then just ends into a stone wall.
Okay, well, that's a really inefficient use of space. So let's check around and see if we can find a secret door of some sort. Because nothing says secret door like a dead end. We're going to make them waste time here.
Much like traps, I will tell you there are no secret doors, because the secret door wouldn't be that. It would be the opening of the secret door. Like you get the inclination there's something wrong. But it's how it opens would be for the roll. Okay. And yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. It really literally is the most inefficient use of work. Like, why would you do this?
Maybe they didn't finish. Maybe there was something supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's like they probably used the old architectural methods of master architect,
Gary Gygax.
Yeah, Gary Gygax. Known for dumb shit.
Okay, well, let's, I guess, turn around and head south.
South it is. All right. If you're moving south, at some point you go about 20 feet down, your light spreads out a little bit further south, and there is a door at the 40-foot mark, and then off to the right, and just south of that door is another stone door, and there is a small alcove across from that secondary door, and then at the very end of the hall, your light barely touches it. There is something brass that is bouncing light off of it at the very end of it.
And it's a dead end at that point.
And it dead ends at that point. Yeah, it's about 60 feet down.
Okay. And the alcove, is it a square alcove or is it a rounded, like a semicircle?
It's hard to tell from where you guys are.
Okay. Well, check the first door.
Okay.
Knock an arrow again and kick it in.
All right. As the door swings open, this room contains 3 double bunk beds stacked, and there are 5 men seated on the lower bunks in a deep conversation. All of them are wearing heavy some kind of armor made out of like linked chainmail, in a very old design. They also have blue tunics that cover over that chainmail, sort of the like a imagine a Roman or the Greco-Roman style. They all have helmets on, and each helmet has a full mask on of it's like a long-haired, long-bearded human male that they're wearing, and that door swings open, and you can hear the last thing you hear them is "Neep, and then they all stop and look to the door, and we will call it.
Oh,
5 men, you say?
5 men.
Well, 5 personages.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, fun game.
Yeah. We almost started the new campaign. Oh man.
It was looking like that.
It was we were getting close. Oh man. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Thoughts, feedback, we're still kind of at some point we probably have I don't know. Honestly, at some point we probably have enough of the testing done. I think what'll happen next, we'll probably test the one of the last aspects of the system.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Thoughts?
Yeah.
So how'd you guys like the rolling for your building a luck pool instead of number of actions per round?
I was gonna say I like that. It just makes it kind of like more. Yeah, you're gonna get a. Well, I guess I was the only one who got an extra point.
Yeah, you are.
yeah. So I didn't get in, so I didn't. Yeah, so I wasn't like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, it makes sense of like, it makes the turn order more fluid, and then I just know that I can kind of push a roll.
Yeah, instead of like digging into your, actually eating your own threat and all that jazz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it made it just more like fluid.
Yeah.
Personally, but
Yeah, sure. No, I think I agree. I kind of like it. It's faster.
Yeah, I mean, from that perspective, it was better, definitely easier than like trying to remember who had how many actions per round,
Yeah.
and like and all, and who got to go when. So I think it flowed easier for sure.
Yeah. Anything else? I went 5 fast. It feels a little short, but I know it's a little bit later for the East Coasters. So, oh man,
Yeah, it's all good.
It's
Yeah, I had a good time. It was
Yeah.
fun.
yeah,
it was fun. Sorry you stayed down for so long. I did not expect you to fall and collapse like that.
I will say, like, like in Savage Worlds, when, like, I like the way the wounds make people like wounds actually matter, like in D&D, where it's like, oh, you can be at 1 hit point and you're just as good as
Yeah.
at 50 or 100.
Yeah.
But this one feels like even more severe. Like I felt like, oh crap, man, I'm down to 1 threat. Like
Yeah.
whatever I do, it feels like, oh, I'm kind of. So there,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything to do about that, but I do notice like, man, getting hurt, like really, like.
So to be fair, we've been forgetting to do focus every session to generate
Okay.
extra focus for you guys.
Yeah. That would probably help out.
And that might be like keep focus and do the initiative action dice. Doesn't go into a luck pool. It adds to your focus because of the scene. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, because you guys should be getting I think everyone should have 1 focus, and then you roll a d6 in order to generate more than 1 focus if you get a success. And that would have helped a little bit. But again,
Yeah.
once it's gone, it's gone. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. There's other things you could do that aren't explicitly spelled out. I think I addressed them, but like if you were desperate, you could sacrifice your weapon, for instance, and boost your threat maybe by like your weapon size. A small one gives you 1, a large weapon gives you 3. But your weapon breaks and is considered rendered useless after that. So So I think there's ways of doing it, and it would just require to pull on the narrative, and what are you willing to lose, I guess. And I can spell that out a little clearer.
I also had okay. I have two questions that are different. So the first one was when luck comes into it, or I guess that would go into focus pool. That's you would have to declare that before you roll. Correct? You can't like. So if I made an action
Oh,
to phase and I failed that, and I wanted to just like, I was like, dang, I wish I used my luck here.
I don't think so. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't really care.
It's not much luck if you have to declare it beforehand. To me,
Yeah,
luck is
exactly.
Yeah, no.
save the day sort
Yeah.
of thing. So
Okay. And then my second question is Dane, when he fell through the floor,
Yeah.
and I believe you still have armor, correct? Could he possibly?
no, I didn't have any armor at all.
Oh, you didn't have any armor at that point.
No.
Okay, never mind.
But if I had, then I guess the question becomes, Scott, could armor have saved me in that? Because depending on games, like
Yeah.
in Traveler, armor doesn't protect you from falls at all because
Yeah, no.
it's all
I would have
bludgeoning.
said no, unless it was, I don't know, like maybe plate mail or something super heavy like that. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But yeah, that's I now have at least one armor of beetle carapace, which I know that I can use it to absorb at least one wound or one point of damage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think the system definitely I think it's cool because like things like that where people are like, okay, what can I do with this beetle carapace? It actually becomes very valuable because like that +1 armor is like pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like that'll come in handy for sure.
Yeah. At least get you out of hot water.
That's an interesting aspect that like Savage Worlds, you never really, at least I've never had a position where it's like coming super handy to dismember things and try to get stuff out of their bodies. But maybe that's just the games I've
It can be done, but yeah, most people don't do it.
but
I think most
just
people don't
always
really. Yeah, most people probably don't think about stuff like that. They just move on.
Well, I think as we go forward, and when I say we, I mean like you and me and Gen Xers, as the gaming industry goes forward, I really think crafting is going to have to be a bigger part of the games because Ethan and that generation grew up with crafting and things like Diablo and all the other video games where you collect these 3 different potions, you put them together, now you've got this new thing.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, man. Oh gosh. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Ethan. No, go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, like, just to wrap up, like what I was thinking with that is that the system really does get you to be creative and like use everything to your advantage because it is like is it Rob?
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah.
Rob, like he was saying, sorry, I call him Marklin so much. Like Rob was saying, like every threat that you're missing, like you feel that, and so it makes you think like about food and like armor, and like you have to think about stuff where you're like, okay, how can I better my situation here?
Yeah,
it just forces you to get creative. That's I guess.
Yeah, like I was gonna, with that beetle, you could have phased it. If you would use 2 successes to phase that beetle, you would have killed it by phasing it through. Is what I thought you were gonna do. Or like, I mean, there's so many choices you could have made with that, though.
I guess in my head,
not as good a thing he did. Though,
even if you had told me, if you had asked me, like, can you phase Robert's character and the beetle so he could still attack the beetle on the phase plane, I would have said yes.
Okay, that'd been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to start thinking of it as actual different dimension.
It just is what it is. A lot of stuff doesn't. A lot of games don't ask stuff like this, and so their spells are very explicit, except Savage Worlds. At least you get the trappings on that. But this is, kind of like, all right, well, you can heal, but what does that mean? What are you really doing with this ability to heal? Can I reverse it? Yeah, sure, of course. Nothing says you can't.
That was one thing that I always liked about the old D&D spells is they would indicate whether they were reversible or not. And so, I've got cure light wounds, but I can also cause light wounds.
Yeah, no, super dope. I don't know.
Well, one of
Um,
the things to think about, because this was
mhm.
something that came up for me as I was trying to figure out if I were in Ethan's shoes, what would I do? And when he said I didn't take the healing spell, the question I would have is, well, I'm also a magic practitioner. Could I figure out how to piece that together and roll at a disadvantage on trying to create a spell that I don't know?
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting. Yeah, I
so
don't.
just something
Yeah,
to think about is that something that would be allowed in Savage Worlds by the rules? No.
yeah, no,
Um,
yeah,
in Forlorn Sea, yes.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's a good question. Like, I'm not even sure how you would handle that. Like, maybe sacrifice the power trait for the remainder of X until you get a chance to long rest or something, and
Yeah.
now you're only
Something.
down to two power traits because you sacrificed one of them.
Mm.
That might be a way of doing it. You're just essentially burning that matrices of magic. Ethan, you're playing the spellcaster. What do you think of that?
Um, that would make sense.
You don't sound convinced.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. No, you're good.
I'm
You're
like, I have
good.
to take a shit here.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would hate to sacrifice one, but I
Well,
also
Why
I think
sacrifice?
that's the question, right? That's the thing that I like about Magic that asks you, what are you willing to sacrifice? And
Right.
it's like, I'm not willing to sacrifice anything right now, but
Yeah.
my life is on the line. I'm willing to sacrifice it now to save my ass.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And it won't be gone forever. It'll just be gone until you get a chance to actually sleep, rest,
Yeah.
meditate. Then it comes
Mm,
back. But until you can do that, you're only functioning with one less power trait tag access. And so if it was
yeah.
like your phase power, that's
Yeah.
gone until you can, you know,
I like that. And then for like a one-time kind of like healing, or
yeah,
I would okay. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just the one
Okay. I
time. You
thought
don't get to, yeah, you don't maintain the power tag. You don't add healing tag to you. You just sacrifice that tag.
I like that
So,
actually. I like that a lot because
yeah,
the way I was hearing it was like, okay, well, you can. It sounded just like, okay, well, you can delete this power and then add
Swap
this.
it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
but
no swapping,
I
just
like that
temporary.
actually. That makes a lot of
Okay,
sense.
I can get that added in. I can get that added in. All right. Well, we don't want to dilly dally. You don't have to. You can go poop if you need.
Appreciate it. I do. The game started, and I was like, oh, my stomach's over here making moves.
Oh man, no, I get it. I get it.
But it was a good game. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Thanks, Ethan.
All right.
Later.
Take care,
Right.
man. Yeah, I don't. I honestly don't know how many more sessions we really need to do of like this incarnation of OpenSIX. To be fair, I think maybe the next session we can get through what I think is going to happen, and that should stress test another aspect of it. Um, it's hard doing stress tests of games because it's like I'm focusing on other shit instead of
Yeah.
like letting the system flow. That'll be
Something
Yeah.
November.
that
Until there's
something that I
more.
think could be fun
Yeah.
is one of the things that I do like about Savage Worlds, at least the 2003 version of Savage
I hate
Worlds,
Savage World.
is the mass battles. The ability,
Yes.
to, even if it's not a great mass battle system, it's still better than what a lot of
Yeah, sure.
systems have.
Yeah. I think it'd
And
be easy to do.
yeah, with this here, especially if you have a campaign where amassing an army could be integral to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super
So,
doable, actually. It really is just a bunch of threat, and
yeah.
then you're reducing threat until the armies are gone. So it's super easy. Yeah, easy enough. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I think we're at a good spot where we've tested it. And then I don't know, take a break or try a different genre or maybe I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
get to that.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm curious how the rate of fire works. I think I got that in the new rules. I added that. The rate of fire dice, we talked about.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. Pretty straightforward for guns. Makes guns easy.
Well, and I think that's probably the next thing that needs to be tested for this would be some of the
Yeah.
different genres, because
Yeah.
what works for fantasy, you typically don't,
Mm.
like you said, have rate of fire. You're going to need to have different things. There's more things like bringing heavy weapons into it, like
Yeah.
tanks and vehicles and
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. Man. Yeah, it becomes like, yeah, how are you spreading out? What becomes guns become a lot of successes. I noticed when I was doing the role. It's just like, damn, it's a lot of successes. Holy shit.
so cool.
Yeah, man. All right.
All right, guys.